When you get close to the downtrodden, you will know their story. That is why God left the shores of heaven. There are a lot of us, we pursue people, we chase people away from us. We don't want to be seen with the weak. We don't want to be seen with the poor. We don't want to be seen with the suffering. How can we help them? How can the weak become strong when there is no strong person around them to make them strong? It's only strong that can help the weak. The weak cannot help the weak because both of them are weak. Praise God. He sits with sinners and tax collectors because he is the seeker. Underscore that. And when he sits with sinners and tax collectors, he finds them and brings them back to himself. And then you see the 99 and the 1. A man will have 5 children, and then the house is on fire. And he's told in his place of work that your house is on fire and all your 5 children are inside and the smoke is coming out from every side. And he runs from his place of work and he meets the first child. He takes the first child to a safe place, maybe on the grass, and say, lie there, let them fan you, let my wife fan you. He runs back as a hero. He brings the second. He runs back. He brings the third. He runs back. He brings the fourth. And then he keeps them there. And then in the midst of all that confusion, he feels that he has brought all of them out. And then he counts them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the wife says, honey, there is still the last born. That one was in the other room. What would the head of the house do? Will he say, these ones are safe, I cannot go back? Will he do that? He will go back. Because that last one is as important as the ones that are safe. When God goes after the one, it is not because the others are not safe, are not important. They are relevant. But everybody is relevant to God. My dear brothers and sisters, what is holding you back? The seeker is always in touch. Even when we are not in touch with God, because he is the seeker, he is always in touch. Praise God. When Adam and Eve sinned and they ran from God, the Bible said it was the seeker who was in touch that came and said, Adam, Adam, where are you? What is holding you back? It is clear from the readings of today, and kindly underscore that what holds us back is not our mistakes, but the excuses that we give for the mistakes that we make. Because today now we know that there is no excuse. Imagine the prodigal son had an excuse to give for the mistakes that he made. He will not go back. When you give excuses, you become comfortable in a place that is beneath you. Praise God. When you give excuses for your demotion, you become comfortable in a demoted position. And that is one reason I tell Nigerians, why are we giving excuses for where we are? They say it's because our democracy is still new. Democracy is not a hypothesis, it's a theory. It's a tried and tested system of government as the best form of government. They say colonialism. When did the British people leave us? And we are still where we are. Africa. My friend told me that Ethiopia were not colonized, but the tribes are still fighting amongst themselves and killing themselves. Excuses are a guarantee for your imprisonment, for existing beneath where you are supposed to be. Look at how the faith, the lot of those of us who are Christians in this country, why are we here we are? Because of excuses. Your marriage is not working. What excuse is holding it bound? Your life is not working. What excuse is holding it bound? Look at the prodigal son. The moment he says, this is not where I am supposed to be, I have messed up, his life changed. Praise God. He said, I cannot be feeding with swines. I cannot be begging because my inheritance is not to be a beggar.